Right, how's it going, team? Just going to give you a tour through what I believe to be the ultimate four-wheel drive survival camper. This thing's an absolute beast. It's a Mitsubishi Delica L400 1995 2.8 litre turbo diesel, and she's an absolute beast. She's a cracker four-wheel drive, high-low ratio. These things are indestructible, basically take me anywhere. So I'll give you a bit of a tour through and see what you think. Yeah, so me and the missus bought this thing about 7 or 8 months ago, and it was stock standard when we did. It had seats in the back, it had all the old carpet, it had the standard rims and tyres and things on it. So we've started from scratch. We've peeled everything back. We ripped out the seats, the carpet, the wall linings. We took the front seats out. We replaced the rims with nice black steel rims and big heavy duty Bridgestone Jeweler mud terrain tyres. And we started from there. We gave the whole thing a good clean out. We run all the wiring, we put the insulation through the walls and things, and then we just started completely fresh. So here goes our tour of the ultimate four-wheel drive survival camper. So here it is here, just giving you a quick walk around. First of all, it's got the Adventure Kings 7-inch spotlights on the front there. So they turn night into day. Those things are brilliant. Just coming around here, so you can see up on the top, it's got the 120 watt solar panel. And I quite like the solar panel being set up how it is on a bit of an angle like that. It tends to catch more sun during the day. When the sun's a little bit lower, you can angle it and it catches a lot more of that sort of evening sun as it disappears. It also acts like a bit of a aerodynamic, if you like, for the roof rack and everything on top. The doesn't make a lot of noise. The wind actually hits the solar panel and it reflects off and bounces over the top of everything, so that's actually worked out really well. Bit of a bonus. Coming around here, got the Snorkel, so I installed the Snorkel on it myself. That was a bit of effort, but that certainly makes a big difference when you're crossing creeks and rivers and streams and things. It also gets that air intake up nice and high. When you're on gravel roads, it's not sucking in that dusty air as well, so better for the engine. Put the new tyres on it. So the steel rims, big mud tyres, so they look really good, and they're going to get you out of anything. Quite good wheel clearance on it as well, so take you anywhere, this thing. So just coming around the side here, we've got the 160 litre water and weatherproof storage box on the top here by JobMate, and that's fully lockable as well. So we've got in there our Delica shower system, the hot tap shower system. We've got the little firebox in there as well, and the awning tent lives in there also, and we've got a bit of kindling and newspaper and bits and pieces, so that just keeps all that stuff out of the cabin there. Store it up there, it's all lockable, it's locked away, it's weatherproof, so it's perfect. Got the little gas bottle up here as well for the cooker and the shower. Four-wheel drive spare tyre up there also, so it's nice just to free up a little bit of space, get everything up on the roof rack. There's still plenty of room up there as well. Coming around the back here, he's got the tow ball, which is handy. The Adventure Kings 2.5 by 2.5 metre awning, so that just gives you that extra weather protection. Yeah, we set that up when we want a bit of protection from the rain, the sun. And then we've got the awning tent that drops down there as well if you want full protection from the midges, the mosquitoes, the sandflies, and or just to get out of the public eye. It gives you a little bit of privacy as well if you're in those busy camping spots. The beauty of this camper, of course, is you can chuck it in four-wheel drive and you can get to those places that others can't, so it's brilliant. Okay, so that's the outside of the vehicle there. I'll just open up the the front cab section and we'll give you a quick run through what's going on in there. So first of all, inside here we completely gutted the carpet and everything on the floor here. It was really old and stinky and dirty, so we pulled it all out and we replaced it with marine grade carpet. Perfect, it looks really slick. If it gets a little bit of mud or water or something on it, it's waterproof. It cleans up really easy. So, and it also makes the cab smell really good. It's got that new smell, new car smell. Seat covers just to clean up the seats there a little bit. Also got installed this stereo unit here, which is brilliant. So the stereo is connected up to the 12-volt system in the background there. So when you find yourself your parking spot for the day, you can keep the stereo cranking all night long. It's only draining from the house battery, not the start bank, so you got no worries about firing up the next morning. And yeah, we really like that because we like to sit back and have a few beers or a dinner and have the music going all night long. Okay, so just coming into the back of the camper here. Nice bit of carpet there to keep the floor nice and protected. We put down the subfloor here, so insulated underneath throughout, and then plywood sheeting and then the lino over the top there, and just gave it this nice aluminium trim. So it really looks sharp. It's come up really well, easy to clean, and it's got that nice wood look as well, so I think that really makes it. So just coming inside, you've got the couch here, obviously the speaker, you've got your USB and 12-volt plugs here, 12 volt, so that's really good for the LED light strip in the awning tent there. Also USB plugs, for charging your phones and bits and pieces. So that's all in there as well. Also gives you a digital readout of what the battery's up to too, so you can keep an eye on where things are at. So that's all good. Coming over here, we've got the Sunnytech 50 litre fridge, and this thing's bloody brilliant. Perfect size. You get inside here, it's got heaps of room for your milk and your drinks and your butters and your cheeses and bits and pieces. A couple of different shelves here as well. So really sizable, I reckon, for the price. I think it's absolutely brilliant unit. And inside here you've got your little freezer box as well, and believe it or not, that actually keeps things frozen. So you can chuck sausages, steaks, chicken, whatever in there, and it will keep it nice and frozen. You've got your drip tray there as well. You can change the temperature on it, temperature regulator. It's also lockable, which is quite important when you're on the road, of course. You can lock it up so it's not going to fly open and all the contents fall out, so that's really good. And we installed this quite neat LED light strip above it, so just at night time it just gives you, the fridge doesn't come with a light, you can actually see inside the fridge, and it also gives the option of a nice dim light setting at night time when you just want to watch a movie or something like that. Okay, so coming in here, we've got this this bench that we made as well. So just found a nice bit of the pine timber, and we turned this into a really nice bench. So we've resined it, as you can see, nice and shiny, completely waterproof. It's got the lip all around the outside, so water's not going to run everywhere, which is perfect. Come up really well, we're really stoked with that. Inside here you've got your sink, got your wee tap there, and that's just a matter of turning on the water pump and she's away. Absolutely perfect. So that's a brilliant little unit. You close the lid up, all of a sudden you've got a whole heap of bench space, and it works really well. So we're stoked with how that came out. Extra little bit of storage up the top here, so you can we put our toilet paper and obviously our coffee mugs and things like that. Yeah, it just gives you a little bit of extra space, you know, otherwise it's just a wasted area. Also the LED lights above the sink there as well, that's really good. So they're independent to the ones that are inside here, so you can either have these ones on or off, and these ones here on or off, just depending on how you feel and what sort of lighting situation that you want. So that's perfect. Yeah, obviously the wee switch panel here. So that's got the lights, it's got the switch for the fan, the water pump, the fridge, and the stereo as well. So it's got everything you want there. Little LED light strip light here. Light switch on, off. Another brilliant idea we found was gluing these jars to the top of the surface here. This is where we keep our tea, coffee, Milo, and sugar. And it's brilliant. You just unscrew them, get to the contents and screw them back up again. They don't move around, they don't make any noise at all. I think that's a great idea. It's also got a carbon monoxide alarm up here as well. Just in case. Right, underneath the sink, plenty of storage here. So yeah, you got your pots and your pans and your knives and your forks and everything there. So there's quite a bit of storage under there actually. Thought the sink might get in the way, but it actually doesn't. And plenty of room underneath there for whatever you want to store. This big cupboard here. So this big cupboard here pulls down. This little leg here. Goes underneath. That comes down. Sits in the hole. And there you've got yourself a table as well. So that's bloody handy. You can sit on the couch there, you can have your dinner. It's an extra prep area, which is really good. So that worked out well. And heaps of storage inside here. Like, this is really a sizable area. Just got our cooker and a part of the awning set up there. But yeah, it's amazing what you can stuff into this space. So we're really stoked with that. Just in behind here is the isolator switch for the 12 volt setup. So on and off, on and off, and just pull that away and you've got all the electrics there. So I just thought it would be a good idea just to create a little bit of a panel just to keep all that hidden. Keeps all that nice and tidy. And if there was ever going to be an electrical fire or something, well, at least you can isolate the 12 volt system from the battery, grab the extinguisher, put it out. So that's definitely a must-have, the isolator there. Another quite cool little add-on here is you can actually access the bottom space. If you've got anything really big that doesn't fit in the bottom door, you can actually access that via that little hatch there. So that's bloody good as well. Gas bottles, anything like that. So really happy with that cupboard space. So we've got the bottom one here, just underneath. Open that up. And this is where your grey water tank is. Grey water and water pump. So grey water tank. So that fits in there perfectly. We built that around it. Inspection hatch there. It's got a vent on the other side. This is where your sink drain comes into. So that's really cool. And you've got the 12 volt water pump in the background there as well. And that certainly moves a lot of water. Lots of space in here for extra storage as well. Heaps of space. We've got the water filler hose and a wee USB fan just on those warmer days. You can plug that in and get a bit of airflow. So that's really neat. Just going back to the ceiling here. Yeah, so we completely gutted the ceiling panels, took it all off, cleaned it back, insulated it, and put this nice ceiling paneling up here. So this is just pine as well, and we've stained it with a nice cedar color. and it really looks slick. It's come up really well. We got the wee Van Air ceiling fan as well, so you push that up, turn the fan on, and she's away. Yep. So that thing's great for yeah, if you're cooking inside. Obviously it's going to create a nice nice airflow. Also when it's really warm inside here, because it is well insulated, you turn that on, that's going to expel some of that hot air as well, so that really makes a big difference. Nice little spice rack here also. Put your wee spices and bits and pieces on. Okay, it's coming around the back here. Okay, so in the back here, first of all, we've got the couch and the nice squabs, really comfortable, nice thick, not too soft and not too firm. It's not hard, it'll be about medium, and that way you're when you're lying on the bed, you're not actually lying on the hard wood, so you don't feel it at all. So it's super comfortable, so we really like that. Obviously the bed here turns, the couch turns into a bed, slides out, slides back in when you want it to be a couch, and you've also got the option of storage under there as well. Plenty of storage underneath the bed, so you've got to make the most of those spaces. So that's a great idea. Now, little water filler here as well. Yep, and that goes into the water tank, which is underneath. That's the water tank there. 43 litre water, 43 litre grey, and that's where the spare wheel used to sit, but better off making use of that space for the water tank. Spare wheel can sit up on the roof rack there. Okay, so this is where all the electrical stuff's kept. Might be a bit hard to see. 130 amp hour deep cycle battery, gel. Also got the 700 watt pure sine power inverter. You want to charge your 240 appliances, you could plug a TV, a hairdryer, a water jug. I just charge my laptop mostly. So that thing there is brilliant. Solar controller in the background here, so that's charging at the moment, 4.5 volts. And also the house battery here is connected to the starter bank via the voltage sensitive relay here, and the isolator switch. So before I start driving, I turn on the isolator switch, turn on the little breakers, one on either side of the voltage sensitive relay, and then while you're driving, your house battery is getting charged as well. Not draining the starter bank at all, it's just the residual voltage that's left over trickles into your house battery, and that keeps it all nicely topped up, of course, with the solar panel as well. And then you've got your 240 volt plugs and USBs there too for charging your appliances. Of course, you've got to have a bit of an air ventilation system on it as well to let that battery breathe. Another little table here that comes down just for barbecuing or cooking outside, and that folds away and connects up there nicely. Yeah, another thing that was really important to us is staying warm and dry inside the camper. So not only do we have insulation in the walls, in the ceiling and under floor, we've also got this carpet on any of those exposed metal surfaces, and that stops any condensation building up. Keeps it nice and warm and dry, so it's a lot more healthy on the inside here as well. So yeah, no, she's a brilliant little camper. Really proud of what we've done. It's a go anywhere, ultimate survival four-wheel drive camping vehicle really. It's completely off-grid. You don't plug it in at any of the campgrounds or anything. You just drive off, you can park up. That's 120 watt solar panel. That's going to keep your fridge, your lights and everything going, no worries at all. I've been in it for 4 or 5 days in a row without moving, and it's kept the battery topped up nicely during the day, you know, if you're going to charge your laptops and bits and pieces, you do it during the day when you're getting the high charge, and at night time you just go back to your fridge unit. But other than that, we're very proud of what we've done, and hope you enjoyed the tour of our Mitsubishi Delica, the ultimate four-wheel drive survival vehicle. Cheers for watching.